that, Usher was groomed by Diddy.
He wasn't only groomed by Diddy, he was groomed by L.A. Reid, the rest of them too, man. Because they knew what happened. Then they came out and brought him back, and all of a sudden, he's getting all the great tracks. He's getting all the songs. They making him into this star, even though he may have been abused.
They seem to be pretty good friends.
Well, they probably is.
I mean, they did a lot of work together, man, throughout their whole career. Puff was
Bruh.
early in his career. Puff and Usher were working together when Usher was just a kid, all the way up. I mean, I think there's videos from not too long ago when they were together. What do you think it is that keeps Usher from coming out or saying anything?
Because, dog, you got to realize in that industry, a lot of people stand back and say, well, it happened to me. That's how some of them people pay their dues. And the people who don't go down like that don't be as great as the Ushers, as the Diddys.
Gibson is also drawing attention to the less admirable aspects of Hollywood.
I think it is moving forward. I think that light has definitely been shone into the dark regions, and it's painful, but it's a necessary thing for change. So there you go.
Do you agree, John?
Yeah, you can't help. It's an incredibly difficult thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because there's very little that's comic about it.
Yeah.
You're seeing lives destroyed, but you're also seeing lives that have been deeply troubled for years, and it's
kind of a tragic healing process.
It's a big upheaval. I mean, I've never seen Hollywood quite so shaken by anything.
I will be saying something about it. I'm in amazement on what's going on in the world. But hey, who am I? I am somebody. Even I get tired of this, man. Woo, it's too.
And while we may not be aware of all the details, Usher has come forward to discuss how Diddy coerced him into becoming gay. As for the other stuff, well, that's another story entirely. For now, just connect the dots, will you? In case you're a bit behind, Usher first attracted Sean Diddy Combs' interest at the young and naive age of 14 without realizing what he was putting himself through before going on to become the successful man that he is today. Evidently, P. Diddy, the record producer, signed Usher to Bad Boy Entertainment right away. Obviously, not just for boosting his career, but for fulfilling his gay fantasies.
My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like just out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
Breathe it in. Yeah, they yours, and you gonna see this for you. You ain't for nobody else but you. You take that time, boy. I see you. Fly ass motherfucker doing baby. You were in the kitchen. Eating all my cereal.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
what
like a living.
Life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
From then on, rumors circulated that Combs, as part of his training mentoring program, housed Usher and served as a mentor to assist him break into the entertainment industry.
I don't even know what the word culture meant at the time. And it was hard. There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be. I was 13 years old, and being 13, having that type of exposure, it was cool to go to Howard homecoming with Puff. It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, you know, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. These are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be. You know, most kids will be excited about it. You know, most kids are trying to figure out, you know, how to be around, you know, hot girls, pretty girls. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things and have experiences that I'm not quite ready for. You know, and I think that he was just trying to show me the lifestyle. However, that's not what I was there for. I was there because I wanted a career, man. So we would fight, we would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, like banging on this man as though, you know, I am the manager. I am the spokesperson for Usher. And I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. You're gonna make me a priority too. I'm not here to party with you. I don't wanna go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? I think as a kid, I realized, hey, look, that's not my ring. That's not my moment. That's not my bottle. That's not my drink. That's not my celebration. So I'm not here to celebrate. I wanted people to be excited about me the way that they were excited about him. I wanted my own success. I would stay at the studio. All of what I could absorb from being an artist, being around other performers like Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, I'll Be Sure at the time, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, all of these people, I would just absorb every bit of what I could get my hands on. I was just pulling everything I possibly could. There was a lesson in all of it. There was something to pull from it all, because I got a chance to see a glimpse of the lifestyle, a glimpse of the idea of what it was to be successful. And part of all of this is really, if you can see it, then you should believe it.
Yet, Usher just came clean about the unpleasant parts of his early career. Usher claimed that while still a minor, Combs had exposed him to narcotics and crazy parties, leaving him nervous about everything.
Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know, and a lot of more people know, didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. Y'all put it together.
You can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you. And the hospital was in Scarsdale, New York.
Additionally, Puff's previous security has brought all the receipts this time, thoroughly analyzing the Usher Diddy situation. You won't be left in the dark about it after hearing Gene describe it to you. Gene claims that Diddy has taken a leading role in planning the notorious gay parties that the Hollywood elite are rumored to frequent. Diddy appears to be more than simply a visitor there. He actively seeks out new participants, transforming these get-togethers into an elite club that can only be joined by those who consent to sell their souls to Diddy. To clear up any confusion, Gene adds that Diddy had goals other than his own. More significantly, it appears that Diddy has been planning these gatherings not only for his own entertainment, but also in an attempt to lure other powerful men into engaging in strange actions, film them, and then utilize the incriminating footage for his own gain.
A lot of freaky stuff is going on. You gotta use your mind. what they was doing with those plugs.
So instead of just mentioning names, Gene and company are essentially giving fans a close-up look at Diddy's world of freak-offs, Turkish baths, and scandalous soirees. Reggie Wright Jr. has also stated that young rappers like Justin Bieber and Usher were tricked by Diddy because they were gullible, and that he, along with numerous other artists, was under pressure to take part in activities for which he was not emotionally or psychologically prepared.
Guys, I keep telling y'all the nigga been battling with this homosexuality way before all this came out. Y'all be, you know, you motherfuckers like always saying, and you too, John, Reggie be lying, Reggie making up but if y'all go and listen to my videos before, y'all see I done spoke on all this bull before. Been telling y'all, Puffy Combs is a homosexual. Any man sitting paying a motherfucking meal to come and watch him have sex with his girl is a weirdo. Now I know y'all be like, well, you don't watch porn, you don't watch porn. No, number one, I don't pay a motherfucking man to come and watch me or let me watch them a man. I mean, a girl. I ain't gonna pay no man to do that. And generally, if I'm watching porn, it's girl on girl. That's just my taste. But yeah, that's crazy. But I've been telling y'all that is gay. He's gay, but when you have to have these females around, you gotta hide that crazy fantasy y'all got. Gene done told y'all, and going to buy plug.
Reggie asserts that Usher's admission that he now regrets some of the decisions he made, even if he did the best he could at the time, is also influenced by this. Usher is currently criticizing Combs for not being the best role model. In order to forge his own identity, follow his career on his terms, and cease being someone else's property, he felt compelled to fire Combs. Not to forget, Combs is also currently being held accountable for several deaths, primarily those of young musicians who wanted to express their distaste for the rapper Diddy and his freak-offs. For now, we are at a crossroads, trying to untangle the complicated rap sheet Diddy and those around him have put together for the rapper. Unless Diddy decides to speak up and clear the air and his name both with the feds and publicly, we won't really know for sure where we all really stand regarding the entire legal mess. That's all for today. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates, hit the bell icon.